Tropical Storm Hilary has dumped record amounts of rain on Southern California, causing mudslides, flooded roads, and power outages.
And much of that area is now under a state of emergency. Mills Hayes joins us live from Thousand Palms, California.
Hey, Anthony and Natalie. Well, that sun is beating down hard. It's hot outside, and you wouldn't even know that it rained yesterday, except for this massive flooding that you can see right here behind me. This is on Interstate 10 here in California, so it takes you all the way to Los Angeles. Look how much water has been concentrated, almost like it's a lake right there, a very muddy lake, I must say. We've seen a couple of cars stall out there as well, and really this traffic has been crawling along. It's painfully slow at some points, and on that other side of the interstate, you don't see cars at all. That's because it's completely closed down. The Department of Transportation is working on cleaning that area up and getting it ready for people to drive on, but so far it's closed and people are having to go use back roads to actually get into town, making it very difficult for people who are having to go to work or needing to travel to get medication or groceries, anything like that. Now keep in mind, here in Coachella Valley, they had as much rain yesterday as they normally do in half a year. So all that rain has to go somewhere, and many of that rain has been pulled into flooded areas. Parking lots are completely flooded as well. It makes it much harder for lower vehicles to get through. If you don't have four-wheel drive, it's very difficult. One woman told me she had to get a hotel last night because she couldn't get to her home because of all of the flooding. Many people are still trapped today, unable to even leave their front porches. I spoke with some people who are unhoused and living in a tent. They lost everything. The couple told me that they didn't even know the hurricane was coming because they don't pay attention to the news, so they had no time to prepare. Cars have had to get pulled out of the mud by trucks. I spoke with one guy who got stuck and said that AAA told him it would be 6 hours before they could get to him.
I had to work today, so I was trying to figure out a way to get to Thousand Palms where my warehouse is, but all the surrounding streets are completely flooded, inundated with nothing but water, like you can see right here. The Coachella Valley is ill prepared for any kind of flooding because we're in the desert, but they're really not prepared for this type of emergency.
We saw a tree get completely uprooted and fall on top of a home in Palm Desert. I spoke with neighbors who tell me it all happened so sudden. A single mom and her son actually live in the home where the tree hit. Neighbors tell us it's just not fair when bad things happen to good people.
Son, who's young, I just jumped into his arms. He was so scared, and he was afraid for his mom, but they were uninjured, but it fell on his bedroom.
And it looks like that area where we were watching some cars just go through that flooding on the road closed off now, so people are having to go around it. And then a parking lot that is right next to this fast food restaurant over here, completely filled with water. There's a truck stuck there as well, so no telling how long it's going to be until that owner can get his vehicle. In Thousand Palms, Mills Hayes, Fox 32 Chicago.
Thank you, Mills.